Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Speed Gaming fans. I'm WXFan21. Welcome to SunWuFarmer versus sk00pula. My apologies, folks. I'm just going to get a little bit of housekeeping out of the way with. I'm riding solo today, so I'm doing double duty, plus tracking, plus area rando tracking. So if I miss something, folks, please let me know. Testing. Can everybody hear me? All right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm WXFan21. I am riding solo for this two-game set here between SunWuFarmer and sk00pula. This is I want to say it's a Group A matchup. Stand by. It is. It's a Group A matchup. SunWuFarmer enters this game at 1-1 in the group stage. sk00pula, this is his first game in this tournament. Now, I'm riding solo. I'm doing double duty. If I miss something, somebody please let me know. We know we get our morph to start. Anthony, if you would like someone to come in the booth, you're more than welcome to sign up and volunteer, my friend. I'm pushing all the buttons, including manually tracking the doors. Alright, so, power bombs acquired for both racers here. Please keep this in mind. The power bombs are going to allow the racers to go and peek meme route. Okay. And we'll get the meme route door information. That's some interesting door info, ladies and gentlemen. So that's meme route to Red Brinstar. So that is the Meridia escape door. SunWu's going to go grab the Red Brinstar elevator info and finds Crocomire. Unfortunately, the racers are unable to defeat Croc right now. Do not have the required ammo. Interesting doors to get things started. I agree with both racers here. Going to go ahead and grab the red brain information from meme route. This is a good choice in terms of the doors, rather than heading back into criteria. Red brain has the most door connectors, with 6 door connectors. SunWuFarmer out to a slightly early lead. Nope, that's an interesting door. Scoop ends up going back into criteria. SunWu finds middle of red tower over to criteria crab hole. SunWuFarmer trying to execute a CWJ, otherwise known as a continuous wall jump. Pretty precise setup here. And actually elects to leave it for the time being. A very tough trick to pull off in its own right. Ten PBs for sk00pula. Found some PBs at Old Mother Brain. SunWu first, a bomb Torizo. So one of the uniquenesses here about the Dash tournament in the area rando is no suits can be found here in criteria. Get into some of the other specifics here about this tournament. Major minor item split 3-2-1, so 3 missiles, 2 supers, and 1 power bomb for the minor item distribution. Majors include all E-tanks and reserve tank locations, all mixed and jumbled up. Still no super missiles yet. SunWuFarmer headed to the Terminator Major, and we'll go ahead and peek the 2 left side criteria doors. Both racers essentially taking the same path without knowing it. Can everybody hear me okay? My mic is a little further away from me than normal. Fantastic. Anthony, I saw you submitted for comms. Just need to get you approved. I can approve you for commentary. All right, SunWu going to check the Kago door location. Looks like it is going to be Croc. Croc entryway. What was Torian? Did SunWu check Torian yet? He is not. We're going to find out that information right now. That's a big find. That's New Bridge. That's Green Brinstar. 16 item checks, the most in any area in the game, including 5 of those checks being majors. sk00pula with his 10 power bombs is going to be checking the gauntlet item. 10 power bombs, able to get it and escape. As long as you use your power bombs effectively, and it's just an E-tank, sk00pula will take this. Now you take a look here. We're going to get that all-important new bridge information. Excuse me, Green Hill Zone. So that's going to be another red Bryn door. That's going to be the Meridia Crab Hole escape. Joined by the fantastic Anthony. What's up, Anthony?
Yo, WX, how's it going?
Fantastic. You know, commentating, pushing all the buttons, making sure the racers look good. It's just nothing I can do about SunWu's missing hairline.
Shiny as heck.
That's right. There's that
speed booster.
Big item find, and can easily go check Waterway as well here, but SunWu going to be extremely careful. Only 3 power bombs. sk00pula found the extra power bomb pack at Old Mother Brain that SunWu never got yet, so definitely something to keep in mind here for SunWu. He's going to need to farm up some PBs before he can go and check that. So what do you think of the race here so far? Very light on majors. Very heavy on early.
Yeah, I kind of like that move by SunWu. You know, most of Bryn or criteria is just like minors, So he went back up and kind of got closer to like, you know, where all the other majors are going to be. So I think that's a pretty good move, and I think, you know, being rewarded by this green Bryn find here, it was really nice too.
Yep. Sunwu, you don't have any PBs, please.
You can farm 2 from the caterpillars down here, and so that'll get him out, but he still needs at least 1 more in order to, you know, get through to the rest of Green Bryn afterwards.
Yeah, and I mean, he could. I know you had the caterpillar there, it's just, I feel like, you know, you want a little bit more safety with just the amount of power bombs that he has and all that for anything.
Yep, and, you know, while a little slow, he could definitely, you know, go back in and kill at least the first one. Because I feel like if he kills the first one, then he'll have, you know, the fire fleas to farm. If he gets both, he can, you know, grab the major down at Edicoon's and also pick up some power bombs there. So
I mean, that could have been bombs for all we know that would have been able to easily take care of that.
Very
so
true.
There's the 3 he needs. So I'm only giving Sunwu a hard time chat about his belt head I'm thinning as well, so it's all good. Now listen, we do have, again, Anthony, I was saying this, and I've said this many times on commentary in the past. When it comes to area rando, finding Green Brinstar is so incredibly useful and helpful. I wouldn't say it's so much important, but it is definitely useful and helpful because you're able to get 16 items. You get all those miners, and 5 of them being major locations. A good chance for you to farm all those miners early in case you run into Ridley or Dragon that do suck up a lot of that miner ammo.
And you know, the early super, you know, Bryn Reserve has a lot of miners for you as well. So that you know, it's very high density there. So you don't have to go out of your way to get some of the Edicoon items here. I think it's still a good idea to go ahead and check, you know, this major here that Sunwu checked, because it could be a suit for all we know. So one thing about Dash is that the suits are not located in criteria, but very often they'll be in Green Brinstar. So yeah, very valuable location to find, and it's also very easy, which, you know, you get enough E-tanks that allows you to start doing some hell runs in Upper Norfair and things like that. So it's it's a great place to start off.
Agreed. All right, now Anthony, for you, I've got you covered on the area tracker. I'm screen sharing that in Discord in case you need it.
Gotcha. Yeah, I started it up. I did miss one of them, the left criteria portal.
Left criteria Kegos goes to Croc entryway, so Upper Norfair.
Gotcha.
Yep, Croc entrance at Croc Speedway. Again, here are all those miners you're talking about. We saw a super pack. Sunwu got another E-tank. We've got missiles. More missiles. Why not? Scoop's about to get speed booster.
Yeah, and for people that don't know, Speed Booster is a very powerful item. Besides, you know, speeding you up, as this, you know, name entails, it also gives you access to bot wound if you have gravity, and it also potentially gives you a Zeb skip if you're able to pull off that short charge. So, yeah, it and ice are very important overall, and you know, reducing the amount of miners you need and all sorts of things like that. So definitely a nice find early on. But yeah, overall, fairly straightforward seed. You know, Red Brinstar, I think, you know, it wasn't a bad move from sk00pula either to go ahead and check that Spazer location. In one of my last races, just, you know, I was in that area that he was at, and I decided to skip that item and go get something else, and it ended up being speed, and I think it ultimately lost me that race. So, you know, there's definitely some good decision making going there.
Nothing wrong with that. The one red Bryn door we don't have access to yet, or rather we don't have the info for yet, is
the red Brin 2-core. Now, Scoop is really taking his time and farming these caterpillars for PBs.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit of a mistake. I think especially in Major Minor, you're going to go down and check that Edikun item, and that allows you to get 8 power bombs from the B-toms. So,
yep.
Yeah,
I mean, it's quite possible Scoop just wants, a little bit of extra, safety, which there's nothing wrong with that.
Right. Yeah, it's all about your comfort level for sure. And I think he mains, SMZ3, so potentially maybe not quite as strong in Super Metroid as some of the more Super Metroid centered players. SunWu also dabbles in that as well. He does spread out a little bit, but his main focus is generally Super Metroid.
All right, so now it's going to be pretty interesting here, Anthony, because we're going to have that tube info from SunWu. He will get that. But taking a look... Oh, he's going to get the laser item first.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's a good idea. If it's somewhere you want to go, yeah, you definitely want to grab this item before leaving.
That is definitely the way to go, because we need to get access into Upper Norfair. We have enough E-tanks to do the heated runs in Bubble Mountain. That's easy enough. You can do the ice beam check. We don't have any connectors so far for Wreck Ship, East Meridia, Kraid, Torian, or Lower Norfair. They are all out there somewhere. So we're most likely looking at some one-way connectors, or we're going to get a very fun-looking Upper Norfair.
Yeah, and with the amount of energy they have, hell runs aren't going to be too bad, especially with speed. Speed is very nice for... Oh, that's good information.
Good fun.
Yeah, because one of the most terrifying things in this game is something I actually had happened to me in my last races is where Lower Norfair, one side connects to somewhere, and the other side, like the front, connected to Kraid. So a dead end that's required, and we didn't have Faria was very out of the way, so that having that knowledge that okay, the front of Lower Norfair is not going to be something like Kraid or maybe crocked with some major item that I need. So just little things like that are very very good, and without high jump or spring ball to get through that tube, doing that little gravity jump makes it kind of a you can go in there once sort of thing. And so yeah, SunWu decides to go back to Upper Norfair. I think this particular section only requires one E-tank to be in logic, so he's got way more than enough for that, and plenty to pick up the speed item here and the reserve, and very relatively easy to get wave. Wave can be a little annoying without high jump and speed. Since he just has speed, he can kind of get out there a little bit faster than he would otherwise, but it still takes quite a bit of your health.
All right, so SunWu has found his way in to Upper Norfair. It's a wise idea, in my opinion.
Yeah, and especially with speed, going ahead and checking these business center items, I think is also a really good idea, and it also allows you to check 2 more portals while you're down here. So I think definitely the right decision here. Yep, and get you a couple more E-tanks for these hell runs. I don't think he minds that at all. So, one thing I kind of wonder is, I mentioned that, sk00pula is mainly an SMZ3 player, and in those, the major minor split is always full. So I wonder if he has a little bit less experience in these major minor seeds, and because I noticed he went for a few things that I think are kind of rarely seen to be got. Like he went for Mission Impossible and things like that. So I think that it's going to slow him down a little bit. And I think SunWu definitely has the movement advantage. And he finds Varya at ice.
Well, I was gonna say, who needs Varya when you have this much energy, but you know.
So yeah, SunWu's feeling pretty comfortable here. Lots to find. Lower Norfair, obviously, you know, it'd be annoying to go and check GT, but it is doable. He's got you know, enough health and everything for he could farm up some supers during the fight, and he can Shine Spark out. So that's like the only thing stopping him from there. So but other than that, if he comes in from the back, he's got it easy. Lower Norfair in front of him. And he's got just enough ammo to kill Ridley, plus some power bombs. So I think he's probably feeling pretty comfortable here overall.
It's not a fun Ridley fight, but yes, you can do it. Oh, there's the back of wreck ship.
Interesting. Yeah, I wonder if we're gonna start seeing some, wreck ship connecting to East Meridia type stuff and.
You watch your mouth.
Oh, speaking of back of Lower Norfair,
SunWu's gonna just go for it. I mean, he knows that this is a easy, escape because he knows what lava dive is.
Yep, and if he decides to go that route, you can do that. And if he decides to go ahead and dip out, and at the very least, he knows where the front is, and if he needs to go back for whatever reason, like maybe there's something logical at GT, then he can do that. But I kind of expect him to just come out the back end again.
It makes the most sense when you have that lava dive information and you're not concerned about a Lower Norfair one way.
Yeah,
it's a great thing to get out of the way with.
Yep. And
good question in Twitch chat. Do they have starter charger beam on? No.
Right. This tournament does not have starter charge at all. It's unlike the mystery settings from the last tournament. This is very set settings. So we got major minor split, and shifted bosses, which I don't think we've talked about yet. So
we have not. Go for it, Anthony.
Yeah. So shuffled bosses are maybe what some people are more familiar with. Seems to be a little bit more common to happen in randos. Is where the boss locations are shuffled, and the effect of killing those bosses is vanilla. So if you kill Dragon and shuffled, all the Dragon doors open, and it's the same thing with Fantune. The ship turns on. But in shifted, you have to kill the boss at wreck ship to wake up wreck ship, and you have to kill the boss at Dragon's lair in order to open the doors to plasma and things like that. So yeah, that's more or less what it is. So SunWu could be taking a fairly big risk here, though. At the same time, if this happens to be Dragon, he's gonna have to leave here. So thankfully the save is here, and it allowed him to check that Major and Fire Fleas. So not the worst thing in the world if it ends up being Ridley, but it's a decent little time loss here if it is Dragon.
There is a reason Anthony is saying the only boss he can't beat is Dragon, is because he can beat Dragon with no problem. He can't get out. Oh, Main Street to Aqueduct. Okay. Interesting find from Scoop.
Definitely some good map information, and what he's doing could potentially be logical. Like one time I had to go from the top of West Meridia, go down to Main Street, fight Kraid, get the Varya suit from Kraid, and then go through Crab Hole to get back out to somewhere I could actually escape. So the area rando logic can be a little interesting in that way.
One other thing with area rando is East Meridia. You're used to going outside left side Stand Hall and being like, oh, look, I'm back in West Meridia. No, not in area rando. The game is coded in a way where the East Meridia will always lock on itself. So the only way to escape East Meridia to West Meridia normally is through left side sandpit. It's not happening here. Left side sandpit, the game is coded to go and push the racers. It connects them into the right side of Aqueduct. So like falling through Batoon E-Tank sandpits, that area underneath, there's a door on the right. East Meridia in area rando will connect in on itself.
Yep. So, yeah, the two entrances into East Meridia are Aqueduct and Forgotten Highway. So, yeah, they definitely cannot try to do anything kind of cheesy like that. So, it's yeah. There's I think that's like the
Raider
main.
Phantoon?
Ooh, not lucky. Okay. So he did, spend some time farming up for some supers in case it was Ridley. If y'all were wondering why he was farming up there, so yeah, this is definitely good for Samu here. Now he'll be able to get out of here and just more or less forget about Lower Norfair. So I think overall it's definitely a good find, and especially with how Scopula is not really finding anything really nice. I feel like there's probably something in Upper Norfair for these racers in terms of progression through Meridia. But man, I just keep thinking like gravity at GT is definitely a possibility. So a decent fight there from SunWu. No major time loss. So it looks like Scopula here is going to find out what's behind this portal that SunWu was trying to get to with the CWJ.
The only downside with Phantoon being in Lower Norfair is you don't get the Lower Norfair item check. There's no major after the boss note.
So there's literally 2 majors here in Lower Norfair because of that. So yeah, very low density, and if he does end up finding like Screw Attack and Space Jump, it'd be much faster to go through here with those.
Where was
items.
that door, by the way? I missed the door.
Oh gosh, I did too.
Chat. Can you let us know what the door was, please? Chronic boost, thank you.
Gotcha.
Oh, this could be bad, Anthony. So the only doors left that we haven't seen are Pre-Aqueduct, Kraid's Lair, Torian, Single Chamber, and West Ocean and East Meridia Elevator. We could be looking at some very bad one-ways.
Yeah, so it's either maybe they get lucky in the Upper Norfair portal to the back of LN is Wreck Ship, and then maybe West Meridia is connects to East Meridia, maybe. But this could potentially open up an East Meridia to Wreck Ship loop. Or something along those lines, or Kraid at the end of East Meridia's Forgotten Highway. But if go ahead.
Go ahead. I was just going to get some housekeeping out of the way with, but go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Housekeeping. I dropped the links in the chat. ! Follow the runners. Go follow the commentary and tracking teams. And I posted the link. If you would like to sign up to volunteer or just come hang out with us in the tournament Discord, you can do so with that ! SGL25 SMR. Go ahead, Anthony.
No, you're good. Yeah, so
Ready for Croc to have gravity?
Oh, SunWu. Ah.
No!
Did he save after Ridley? Phantoon.
Oh, he did. Chat. It's okay.
Okay.
Hold.
Which, to be fair, Varia only. Those key hunters can be pretty scary. So, yeah, I don't blame him all for that.
Better of our tournament racers at this level that have made it into the tournament to not die to the Key Hunters with 2 million energy tanks. I'm just giving them all a hard time. Now look. In all seriousness, this play by sk00pula isn't bad. And I'll tell you why. There have been several times that I've done commentary already at this tournament where Crocomeyer's Lair has held important majors. Whether it's a suit, I feel like it's mostly been a suit. But Scoop could find Charge Beam, finds more Super Missile, which is fantastic. He could find Gravity Suit, which I think would be the 2 best items for him, because we know what Varia is. And he did find Plasma. So Plasma's a big item find as well. You pair that with your Charge Beam, you're looking very pretty.
Oh, definitely.
Like you, chat! Looking very pretty and handsome and fantastic. Hashtag suck up to Twitch chat. Oh, I mean...
Well, I mean, it's true, right?
Giving you all a hard time. I mean, we're here. I mean, speaking of Twitch chat, I mean, we get Anthony the Bearded Wonder here. We've got Scoop with his fantastic beard. Just saying. It's a very fantastic bearded stream. His beardness would be proud.
The beards and the balds. We got, you know.
There's a joke in there about the soap opera, The Bold and the Beautiful, somewhere. The bald and the bald and the bearded, the bald, the bearded, and the beautiful. There's a joke in there somewhere. So Scoop,
we're all beautiful.
This is also very big for him. 2 extra super packs here in Croc's Lair.
Oh yeah,
very important if he doesn't find Charge. And so Croc has nothing of importance outside of Plasma. So it's just an E-Tank.
And, you know, if he's not super comfortable with those Upper Norfair runs, I think maybe by this point he's feeling pretty good. So, you know, easy farm with the Plasma Beam, speed booster to get through most of those things. So maybe the one thing that was kind of stopping him is, you know, it's not stopping him anymore. So hey, he might be able to get back up here with Senwa and at least find that Varia. I got a feeling that Varia's either in Wreck Ship or Meridia, though. I don't know why I got a feeling.
So here's the thing, and I want to point this out. One, I want to call out Twitch chat. Okay, I told you all at the beginning of this to keep me honest because I'm doing double duty here with the tracker. None of you told me to check off Ridley. That's on you. Definitely not on me as the tracker and commentator. No, definitely not my fault. I am blaming every single one of you in chat. No, I'm kidding. But in all seriousness, something that has to be taken into account here is the lack of a gravity suit. We're 32 minutes into the seed. We've got speed. We could not do anywhere near Aqueduct to begin with. Now with that ice beam, we can. But technically, you could have. If you wanted to, you could do that very horrible, nasty crystal flash fit that nobody likes doing. Also, what I originally wanted to say, and Anthony, you're more than welcome to comment on this too. Give me some F's in the chat if you all don't like climbing upside of Bubble Mountain with no high jump boots. No space jump, no nothing.
Yeah.
F's in the chat for that horrible wall jumps.
Oh wow, did he just get that hypo jump there? I didn't see what SunWu just did there. Did he use like his run speed from the save room to get a higher jump? That's oh, he used ice. Okay, gotcha.
What?
Ice makes that easier.
Oh look!
Oh,
there are the boots.
So East Meridia is open now.
Wow.
That's definitely something. At least Botloon, and I'm pretty sure the sand pit isn't in logic yet as well. I think you need like space jump or spring ball in order to make that in logic, because the underwater wall jumps without some sort of assist are not in logic.
Nope.
Thankfully.
This is big here. That's 45 supers for Scoop. He's got the extra super pack from assuming the extra 2 super packs from Croc's Lair. He hasn't gone to get his Varia yet.
Yeah, which it was fairly unfortunate. Like I was saying before, I think it makes more sense to go ahead and do the business center checks first while, you got speed and everything. So yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate, but he is going to find his ice beam here. Going to be rewarded, and Sunwu just finding another E-tank here at Wave. Yeah, so it does look like they're going to have to venture in either through the backside of Wreck Ship or do like a little bot wound action in East Meridia rather.
So it looks like it's going to be Redfish, drop to main, go to East Meridia, ice clip through.
Oh, there's Torian.
Yeah, Torian found. Hello, there's your single chamber door.
Right, so yeah, it looks like potentially Croc could be at the top right of West Meridia there, the aqueduct entrance.
So there are only 4 doors left. Pre-aqueduct in West Meridia, West Ocean and Wreck Ship, East Meridia entrance in East Meridia, and then Kraid's Lair.
Yeah, I think with where Sunwu is at right now, I would be more inclined to probably go through the back of Wreck Ship. That seems like the most kind of logical thing to do here, but it does look like Sunwu is going towards that chronic boost to get himself back to Criteria. And maybe, is he going to check out Croc maybe from there? Because the connector's pretty close. That's the only thing I can really see there.
Remember, Sunwu didn't have that info.
Right? He didn't know about Croc.
He didn't know about that Criteria door, so he's just going to take this and go.
Oh, okay, gotcha, right.
Whether he goes to Croc or not now, because he's headed to Red Green, is going to be completely on his comfort level. Because this is also the way to Redfish, and that is the way he's going. He's headed to Redfish.
Let's see. So yeah, he also does not have portal information on Main Street. So yeah, that's a good point. Ooh, so Sunwu skipping X-ray, which with speed and high jump is actually in logic, and actually with just ice and I think just ice, it's in logic as well. Maybe with high jump and ice, I should definitely. I mean, in this tournament, I should probably learn the logic, but with his items, he definitely has X-ray and logic.
Or if you're Glove the Fantastic, just execute D boosts all the way across like an absolute boss.
I guess you missed me doing it the other day, so.
In my defense, I've seen Glove do it 3 times in the races I've come for her.
Yeah, it's definitely not an easy trick. I started grinding it a little bit just in case I needed it for this tournament, so it's definitely a nice thing to kind of show off a little bit too. It's fun. Sunwu, yeah, he can definitely check this Mama Turtle and get out with the high jump. So that's an interesting.
So since it's apparently Anthony wants a lot of attentions and wants to be told how great and fantastic he is, future winner of this tournament and all future Metroid tournaments, Anthony, greatest Metroid player of all time. Every other racer can eat their hearts out. What do you think the spacer at Mama Turtle's gonna be?
E-Tank.
Why not? It's an E-Tank. Sunwu, do it. Go for the 14 E-Tanks. Do it. You know you want to.
So with him going to be finding this East Meridia portal here, I'm interested to find out what he decides to do with that. He can at least check the item in the sand pit if he doesn't know how to underwater wall jump, which he is I would say relatively newer hitbox player in terms of switching over from controller. So that's something a little bit easier to do on that, but I don't think it's something he's practiced
Kitbox cheater. No, I'm kidding. I'm only kidding. Folks, in case you haven't figured it out by now, Anthony, Sunwu, and I are all friends, so we all just kind of jab each other evenly. It is not an insult to anybody. We're just kidding around. It's all in good fun.
SunWu deciding to reset, so yeah, I mean, I could definitely understand that move. I think I'd still be a little interested to find out what's in that sand pit. But it, underwater stuff is very slow, and he knows where the back of wreck ship is. So there is that, and he did save right next to X-ray, so maybe that was one of his other moves. Oh no, still saying no to the X-ray.
Good question. Has sk00pula been to Business Center? No, he has not, as he hasn't got his Varia suit yet.
Yeah, Varia was at ice, so if he had been,
he's not going to be happy when he sees that Varia suit at ice.
No. Or maybe a little bit, but yeah, very mixed emotions.
All right, folks. Well, we get a lot of other fun checks. They're just hanging out, having a grand old time. I want to hear from you. What's on the menu for your next meal, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, whatever time zone you're in? I have myself a little Panera, soup, salad, and a Cynic. Anthony, what do you got?
I'm not quite sure yet. There were some ideas thrown around yesterday, but I did have some wings at work today. They brought them in, so that was nice. So
we got some answers in chat. Chicken, enchiladas, rice, and beans.
Always a solid choice.
Mm-hmm.
So SunWu gonna be maybe potentially burning some time here. We know that there's just an E-tank down at the bottom, so if somebody decides to skip that item, it might be good for him. But yeah, I think at this point you don't know where Grav is. You don't really want to do any of these really slow water movement type rooms. So I think it kind of makes sense to do this here. But yeah, we know that it's not gonna be good for him here. Also got some insults rolling in the chat on your food there, WX. How do you feel about that?
We got some pad keema with chicken, panet. Okay, with soybean. That's just unequivocally untrue.
I've never really eaten there other than like once or twice. I heard their quality is going down, but anyway, that's back to the Metroid.
I mean, to me, it's definitely not going down, but that's neither here nor there. I mean, maybe we get some fried shrimp if somebody can find that grapple beam. Any fried shrimp fans in here? Next week, Speedgaming sponsored by Panera.
It's glorified hospital food.
It is overpriced. I was not happy when I saw the final bill. Granted, I think this was somehow cheaper than the Taco Bell I had for lunch.
So yeah, sk00pula finding that Varia, just no emotion on his face. I think that's about the right. He's doing a very good job of staying, focused and not letting any of these things get to him, which is very, very important in a race.
You hear that, chat? Stay focused. Focus, chat. Focus.
Oh yeah, and what's your famous little catchphrase there?
Save early, save often has nothing to do with save.
Well, the other one.
That is like one of my catchphrases. What else do I say?
Never give up or whatever.
Oh, that's right. Never give up. It's not over until you see your opponent hit done, which isn't really a catchphrase. It's just true. I want to know why chat is so quiet tonight. Twitch chat's been oddly quiet lately.
Sounds like they're all eating dinner, so...
I mean,
yeah,
it's quite possible. I've been munching on mine during the soup race.
Yeah, one of the reasons I didn't sign up earlier was I wasn't sure how dinner was going to end up, but with the big lunch, I was like, wait, I think I'm going to be okay. I think I can do this series.
Good.
Oh, there's a grab. I told Sunwu to go in there.
Gravity suit.
So that's...
Clearly, he heard you.
There we go. Got some sleepy chatters as well.
Oh,
But-
excuse us, face.
But
Excuse us keeping you wide awake.
But yeah, in other news, Sunwu is pretty much go mode. So he just needs ammo for Mother Brain. Other than that, he's looking pretty comfy. So I think we can expect him to kind of skip any of the out-of-way majors at this point, and probably focus up on a little bit more of those minors.
Hey, yep. So, only giving you a hard time, face. It's good to see you hanging out in Twitch chat, my friend. So Scoop is going to do the same safety save that we saw Sunwu do earlier. Again, this is because if it is in fact Dragon, you can't escape Dragon right now. They don't have Spring Ball. They don't have Grapple. There's no way to get out.
I think actually, if we wouldn't be super technical, now that he has a Crystal Flash, he does have a way.
Crystal Flash.
But that's not any fun.
No, it's not.
It's not logical either. You have to have gravity for Dragon to be in logic. So that's like one thing to kind of point out that which I think kind of bit me before. Yes, you can kill Ridley without Varia if you're pretty comfortable with that fight, but ultimately. Anything that is locked behind Ridley, like say he's in Dragon's location, Plasma cannot have Varia because it's locked behind Ridley. So there's little considerations like that. Same with Gravity, can't be behind anything that Dragon boss ends up unlocking. But I will say sk00pula has done a pretty good job of keeping up his minor count here. Considering the fact that Sunwu has not found charge yet, that could help him out while Sunwu's going to have to try to catch up with his ammo count here. Unless charge happens to be at one of the boss items or this bot Winnie tank here. Definitely something to keep in mind when we see the difference in where these racers are. I also like to point out one boss killed on both of our players' screens right now. 48 minutes in. It's definitely saying something about this seed.
Oh yeah. So there's something pointed out in Twitch chat from Quick Draw saying that you should do pre-Aqueduct before someone went into regular Aqueduct. I kind of agree with that because if you find Aqueduct is pre-Aqueduct, let's say, is Kraid. That's great. It means you can just go right to wreck ship. We don't have that information, which it's either wreck ship, East Meridia, or Kraid. This begs the question, if you're in Sunwu's position, do you go check the East Meridia entrance door? I would. Yeah,
considering where he was at, he had gravity. I think it was a little bit of a mistake not to check it before coming here.
He had the Shine Spark, Anthony, and missed the Shine Spark across. He Shine Sparked into the ceiling and bombed. Whoopsie.
Yeah, I hear that's actually harder than actually doing the...
Got it? We'll rip him for that afterwards.
Yeah, happy. Alright. Got Dragon at Dragon.
Wow, our original.
Phase, I would say SunWu's ahead. Having that gravity and already here at his second boss, I'd say he's ahead overall. There's some decently fast minor checks that he could do. There's a couple in Aqueduct. If he goes and checks that sand pit, it could be Charge or in at least one other miner there. If he does go and check that West Meridia pre-Aqueduct portal, then there's the beach and everything there that will give you 3 in Crab Hole. So I think while I was saying before that sk00pula has a decent amount of ammo here, and that's definitely a positive for him. I think it's still not quite enough to account for the difference in where these players are at right now.
Yep, and the Dragon boss item reward is Screw Attack.
Definitely a nice to have, but the fact that he's already gone through Lower Norfair, it kind of loses most of its broader appeal.
Are you besmirching the fantastic Screw Attack item, Anthony?
No, I'm just saying if you're gonna use it somewhere, it's Lower Norfair, and obviously he needed it, so.
So, folks, we've had a lot of Super Metroid today. We get even more coming up for you later on tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. It's IP versus Sky in a back-to-back. That's going to be on Speedgaming 5.
Yeah, that'll definitely be a good race to see there. It's as much as it's fun watching like the highest level players, going up against each other. It's still a lot of fun watching, a little bit lower seeded players in a closer, matchup.
It's true.
And
this
go
ahead.
Is
a good call from SunWu. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off. He is
you're
back
good.
alley to that East Meridia door.
Yeah, just figure out what that is. If it's Kraid, then he's golden. If it's not, then he's got some good options. I didn't say IP was bad. I don't think any of the players in this tournament are bad. They're all very, very good players. To compete in this tournament, I'm just saying, compared to the derps and everything like that, it's there's definitely a skill gap there. Definitely no hate. He's actually the first person I ever raced in a tournament related race. So yeah, definitely props to him. Oh, I know, Cell Monster. I just, you said it, so I wanted to make sure I was being clear with my intentions. I'm not being, I know you're kidding with me.
That's why sometimes when I do commentary, I say kidding, because I don't want anyone that doesn't know me to get the wrong impression, or for those that listen and are going, what is this guy talking about? It's all in good fun.
Oh yeah, and
Speaking of good fun, Anthony. September 26th and 27th, Metroids for Charity, right here on Speedgaming. I've partnered with them. We're going to be raising money for some charity. It's a charity called Safe in Our World, and they are a mental health charity. They have a lot of great resources. They're a mental health charity for gamers and the entire industry. They have a lot of great articles and stuff posted on their website. That is going to be September 26th and 27th, 2025. And more information and official announcements to come within the next week or so. Here we go. Is this Kraid's Lair? It is!
Oh, that's definitely a nice to find. So that allows SunWu to go back out to West Meridia and go straight to the front of Wreck Ship.
Yeah!
And then trying to think of what the most efficient way back to Torian is from there. Because, let's see.
Not good.
Yeah, it might be best actually to go through Forgotten Highway because that connects to Business Center. But yeah, it's kind of a tough routing decision here.
Yep. So Ridley fight on your right in the wreck ship. Kraid is in Kraid's lane. So here's what we're looking at. Let's say for Sunwu, right? He's hanging out here in Kraid's lair. It'd be Kraid back to East Meridia, back to West Meridia. West Meridia, he'd have to go to Pre-Aqueduct, which is over to the wreck ship. From wreck ship, he'd have to go out the back of the wreck ship, all the way to Upper Norfair, which is Business Center, the single chamber, Tutorian. You're welcome, Twitch chat. Go watch the VOD if you want to hear that explanation again.
Yeah, I think that's definitely the optimal route. I think after taking a closer look. Oh, and Scoop finding that grapple beam that will give him an easier time getting through the Dragon fight. But with speed and that much ammo, it's also still not a bad fight. But definitely comfy.
Where is the charge beam? But yes, again, folks, if you listen to... I'll say the explanation here again. So, Kraid, we go out of Kraid's lair, back into the top of East Meridia, because East Meridia is just going to take some... There's the charge beam!
So, honestly, at this point, I think Scoop's going to be a little bit punished. Because he's checking all of these majors looking for that gravity, and he's not going to find charge or gravity. So, and by the time he finds charge, or it gets to the point where he can check it, he might be skipping it.
By the time he finds gravity,
yeah. So
this seed could be over. So here's the route: it's Sunwu's leaving Kraid's lair into the top of East Meridia. Because East Meridia is connected in on itself, the only other way out of East Meridia is Aqueduct. It's Aqueduct, which connects to Main Street at West Meridia. You got to go from Main Street, West Meridia, to Pre-Aqueduct, which connects you to West Ocean. West Ocean, to the back of the wreck ship, to Upper Norfair, left side Business Center. Left side Business Center, work your way over to Single Chamber, which then gets you to Torian. What a map.
Yeah, not the most accessible, but not the worst in the world either. And we did see SGLIVE find this double jump here. For those who are newer to Dash, double jump is a little bit like space jump, except you can only do it once. So it's actually it sounds like it might not be that big, but especially with high jump, it allows you to do quite a few things. And one of the interesting things I saw him do here was, do a space jump to dodge one of the spiky boys here, and other things like that. But if you pick up space before, then it's kind of useless, and once you get space, it becomes useless. So. Just a little background on the little extra item that we're including in this tournament here. The heat valve or pressure valve and heat shield are not in this tournament. Along with gravity does not give the heat reduction effect that it does in some settings as well. Axel, it's pretty much exactly like space jump, so. But just the one time, so it's not like you can do anything different than a normal space jump. So you still have to wait for your, Y velocity to reach a certain spot so that you can jump again. I find it a little interesting. He doesn't check the wreck ship reserve item before going through bowling here. But yeah, I think Sunwu might be a little lost here.
Somebody get the man a map. Remember, SunWu doesn't have the pre-aqueduct information because somebody hot dogged the chick!
I feel like he's probably seen everything else though, right? Yeah, because Green Bryn, he saw the crab hole. Yeah, he has to know that that's the, you know, unless he just marked something wrong, which you know, is easy to do.
Oh, he's just going for the back erection. Got it.
Yeah, that's definitely not the optimal route, but it does get him there. Yeah, Sloters, yes, he found it in the Upper Norfair, back of Lower Norfair entrance. Yeah, SGLIVE slowly finding out that he is not going to be finding a charge beam or gravity suit here. Though at this point, he probably doesn't care that much about charge beam anyway. With ice, that's good for his zip skip. Got plenty of missiles for the Mother Brain fight, so yeah, finding that spring ball, definitely not the best. So if he were so inclined, he could go through East Meridio with grapple. You know, Coliseum isn't the worst. It's not great, and ice could get him to bot wounds, so it's all possible. But I mean, he could just have forgotten about X-Ray Hall at this point. So also a little interesting to see the spring ball jump there. All you have to do with high jump is do a crouch jump and then a down grab. That'll get you up there. All right, so fighting his final boss here, Ridley. Could be a very comfy fight with 600 damage beam here. The same damage as a super. And for those unaware, when you go down the Torian elevator, it refills your health and ammo in area rando. So he will be able to refill all of his resources. So he's just going to let these supers fly here. Nice fight by SunWu. So let's see if he takes a better route here to Torian than he did to Wreck Ship. Yeah, and SGLIVE not really anywhere near that gravity suit that they so desperately need at this point. Deciding to go to East Meridia though, this is interesting. I mean, he does have Spring Ball. Allows you to get that sand pit item, so that could be on his mind as well. But the spring ball jump is pretty tight, but it's you know, not like a double spring ball jump or anything. So far so good with SunWu's routing. Let's see, what majors have we not seen? Space and bombs. And because X-ray, yeah, X-ray was at bot wound, so yeah, still nothing he really wants, but you know, I do believe that Space Jump would put Shaq in logic as well, which would be unfortunate if he finds that here.
You just want to see Shaq Duel.
I don't. I'm just, you know, trying to be, you know, in his head right now, because
You just want to see the duel.
yeah.
Anybody else want to see the tool? Any Shaq Tool fans in chat?
So actually, our friend Pork was singing "Hit the Road Jack" earlier today, and I thought of a nice little SM parody to show my feelings about Shaq. Hit the road, Shaq, and don't you come back no more. I just said that to make you cringe.
I'm currently taking applications for the commentator for game number 2 of this series. Somebody that doesn't make me cringe like that. The pay is 0, and or you may be paid in cookies.
Oh man, I almost didn't do it.
All in good fun. You know, for an hour and 6 minutes so far, hour 5 in a Torian, this has felt a lot longer.
Yeah, it's just that finding that gravity was so slow, and the map, you know, like, well, you know, front heavy, you know, gave you green Bryn super early and some nice red Bryn connectors and everything. It didn't really give you a whole lot, and until they found that high jump boots in ice and upper Norfair, that the X-ray check wasn't in logic, so a little bit unfortunate. So I'm actually curious at how. I know, like, space jump definitely helps here. I feel like double jump should be enough to help him out here. Maybe he isn't aware. Oh, there you go. All right, just some bombs though. Yeah, another thing that, you know, it's like if you kind of forget about. Ooh, nice baby skip there by SunWu using plasma only. Without wave, it's, you know, still relatively manageable, but yeah, you gotta shoot out all those blocks. So you gotta dance with the baby a little bit longer than you would like to.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, it does look like SGLIVE is deciding to go for this Gravelous bot wound. While SunWu is at Mother Brain 1. Ooh. Yeah, I feel like if you're not like a regular in map rando, your snail climb is probably a little bit weaker than it would be otherwise. Of course, you know.
Aqueduct is a playground.
Yeah.
Different ways to get up. X-ray climbs and snail clips and grapple jumps and a bunch of fun stuff.
Yeah, holy smoke, that's, yeah. I forget, is it with high jump you can just sit there and spam spring ball jump, like just hold A and you don't even have to worry about doing this turn around and everything. Forget if you need it with high jump or without, but either way he could unequip it if it's without. Okay, yeah, with high jump, yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's been about since like the Map Rando tournament, since I played Map Rando other than like a 1 or 2 off, so I am a little rusty with my Map Rando logic. Yeah. SunWu taking down Mother Brain 2. Opting to not do the stand-up. Which I guess if you're feeling kind of comfortable with the seed so far, don't want to risk any soft locks. He hasn't saved in a while, so I think it's not completely unreasonable. You don't get nearly as much. I mean, you get less value, let's say, from doing without the wave, but still 600 damage per shot. I think it would save time overall, but I think he just decided it wasn't worth pausing and the risk.
Question in chat: budget cookies or macadamia cookies for comms for game 2? I mean, double stuffed Oreos work. If you like, now I kind of want some double stuffed Oreos. We don't have any in the house.
Oh man, I think I might be personally Oreo'd out.
Don't tell me you all were still going through those.
No. We went through them, and then Fifi made some more. she also used some of the vanilla ones.
Nice.
So that was for 4th of July. So that was still a little while ago, but
there you go. So I got a chance to. I was in Texas. For those that no idea what we're talking about, I was in Austin, Texas, to Counter-Strike 2 Austin Major back at the end of June, and I met up with Anthony and his fiancee Fifi, and I cooked dinner and dessert as well. So I made Oreo truffles, as I call them.
yeah, super good, super rich. It's
Very much so.
basically cream cheese and Oreos.
Pretty much topped with melted white chocolate. Just saying.
Yep, Oreo truffles.
Clayton is like, if you make those, I'll come to come. I renamed them Oreo truffles because if I said Oreo balls, there'd be people that are like 2 years old that'd be like, Dementia, if it's like I'm putting weight on just thinking about those.
Ooh, so it looks like okay. Yeah, so for those who don't know, I think I'm like 90% sure you need to do like a kind of a little tricky spring ball jump to get from that platform. Yeah. So if he does want to go to Shack Tool, he should go through a sand pit.
I don't think Scoop hasn't got the Dragon yet, right?
Right. Yeah.
Down at Batu and E-Tank.
Yeah, he saw that the E-Tank was just X-ray, so decided it wasn't worth it. So
Alright.
With that,
Game 1, SunWu. Get your GGs in chat. GGs to the racers.
yeah, the official race timed.gg time of 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 53 seconds. GG SunWu. Not the most fun seed, but also not the worst seed I've seen. So hopefully this next one will be a little bit more kind to our racers. Check that out.
We'll be back right after this.